Uruguay 3, Russia 0, Saudi Arabia 2, Egypt 1. Now, if you don't know, this is the last round of games, the last round of group stage games. So I'm not gonna. So because we've got 2 games on at the same time, so basically 2 games at 3, 2 games at 7. I'll talk about one game that I watch, and then I'll try and summarise a game that I didn't watch by using with the highlights. But Uruguay and Russia, it was a result I was expecting really. But if anything, I was maybe expecting another goal or two because you get the likes of Suarez and Edinson Cavani. Suarez scoring his second goal of the tournament. You can't say it wasn't coming. You'd expect somebody of Luis Suarez's calibre to get at least a goal or two. It was a well taken shot with his right foot. Very well taken shot. Goalkeeper wasn't getting to it really. Russia just didn't get. They had a couple of chances, but other than that, they couldn't really do much against Uruguay. This is genuinely, out of their 3 games, this is the best that Uruguay has played. It really is. Suarez with the first goal was an absolute peat. It was a very good one. I don't think there was any way the keeper was going to stop it. The second goal came courtesy of an own goal by the Russian defender. I think it was Cavani. No, it wasn't Cavani, it was... I can't remember his name. It was somebody with like cornrow hair. Longish cornrow hair, if you can what I mean. Hit a left footed shot. It was literally going out. Literally, it's not as if it was nowhere near going on target. It was going out for a goal kick. Deflects off the Russian defender into the back of the net. No way the keeper was going to stop it. I can't remember the guy's name. It was. If you guys know who it is, comment below. Let me know his name. It's Caesar. I don't know. Is it number 17? Cornrow kind of hair, long cornrow hair. I can't remember his name, but I'm sure it's number 17. If you know what his name is, let me know. And 3-0, and the third goal by Edinson Cavani. Let's be honest. If Suarez was going to get 2 goals in the tournament, then surely the amount of chances... Wait, know what? Actually, I'm just going to say this. The amount of chances that Suarez and Cavani all together made, there was no doubt in my mind that both of them were going to score. Edinson Cavani finally gets his goal, albeit from very close range, but you know what? It was due to happen. It was due to happen. Suarez, the amount of chances that Cavani has made as well as Suarez, you could not count out Cavani getting a goal either. But like I said, this was the best game Uruguay has played. Russia didn't, although they had created a couple of chances or so, they couldn't really get into working Uruguay hard, because Uruguay pretty much played them all over the place. Dominated the attack, dominated the midfield, literally worked the Russian back line. The Russian player got a yellow card, I think it was just after the half-time mark. Just at the second half, second half, and eventually later got a second yellow card, getting sent off. Oh no, tell a lie, wasn't it? It was an early sending off, wasn't it? I'm sure it was an early sending off. So, if anything, Russia played the majority of the game with 10 men, and evidently there was no way Russia was getting back into it. Albeit they did try hard, but Russia wasn't getting back into it. So, in terms of Uruguay, best game they've played in the tournament. Russia, they've not really got anything to worry about because they have already qualified. It was just a matter of seeing who would basically be top of the table, which is Uruguay. So Russia really has nothing to worry about because they have, like I've said, Russia have already qualified, so they haven't got anything really to worry about. Then we move on to Saudi Arabia and Egypt. Egypt really, both teams really, both teams were already out of the tournament. They were really playing for pride. the Arabians and the Egyptians, both teams were playing for pride. I believe, as far as I'm aware, the Egyptian goalkeeper set a record as the oldest player in the World Cup. 45 years old. So a big shout out to the Egyptian goalkeeper. 45 years old, still in the World Cup. That's some, I don't care what anybody says, that is some feat. So well done to him. Egypt taking the lead 1-0 through, as you'd expect, Mohamed Salah lobbing it over the Arabian goalkeeper, which, to be fair, it was a cracking goal, cracking dink, nothing the keeper could have done with it. Saudi Arabia getting a penalty. It was a decent penalty, but it was an even better save from the Egyptian goalkeeper, saving it, dipping it on the crossbar, cleared out for a corner, I believe. It just shows that it doesn't matter how old you are, you've still got a chance of being a good goalkeeper. Saudi Arabia eventually get another penalty. This time it ended up going in. The penalty taker sent the keeper the wrong way this time, so really there was nothing much they could have done. 1-1, and shockingly, Saudi Arabia beats Egypt further into the second half, 2-1. Which, to be fair, it was a good goal from a tight angle, I believe it was. A very good goal, and to be fair, it was a goal I wasn't expecting. A very good goal. The Egyptian defence just died away completely. Cracking goal into the bottom corner, I believe. And that was basically it. Saudi Arabia shocking everybody. If anything, just like Peru, Saudi Arabia have been very unlucky with the amount of chances they've created. They have been unlucky. But, as I said, Saudi Arabia and Egypt, although they were playing for pride, Saudi Arabia came away with a win at the very end. Egypt, it wasn't their tournament. I'll just finish up with saying, even though both teams were eliminated already, they were playing for pride. Saudi Arabia came on top, but Egypt can be proud as well. Because two teams like them, Saudi Arabia and Egypt, they can be proud of themselves, of the progress in their qualifiers, and they can be extremely proud of the fact that they qualified for the group stages in the first place.